My God, is it a huge fucking day with the news today? Next up, we have Romania invalidating their election that was held last week. Why? Russian interference. Don't know much about it yet. It's just coming out. What I do know is they had elections last week. It has come out that there was a TikTok nomination person running, and he never even campaigned, and somehow he won. And then it was found out it was because he was funneling money to Russia to have them boost his TikToks. Sound familiar? Anyways, their election not valid. They invalidated it. And I don't know when, but they're going to have a whole nother election. It's going to start all over from the beginning. And all I have to say to that is, yay, let's do America next.
So that TikToker not only approves of what happened in Romania, where their highest court annulled their election, but she wants the same thing done here in the United States. So how widespread is the sentiment? Now we all know that back, remember 2016, Russia. Absolutely, the liberals had convinced themselves and media absolute proof they had Trump Russia collusion. I mean, at that time, the Steele dossier was considered absolute fact, whatever. And so now that's what they would absolutely do that here. After we go through what I'm going to show you on Bluesky, that they absolutely would do it if they could pack the Supreme Court with liberal majority. So now the beautiful thing, by the way, on Bluesky, or I call the posters there the Bluesky Bolsheviks, is these are mostly all former Twitter people, and they didn't like being their views to be challenged by regular people, to show them what the facts are. So they drifted over to Bluesky here, and now that they are pretty much unchallenged, except in rare instances, they let their inner totalitarian out. They're not scared to let their inner totalitarian selves out, as we'll see, which is great. I love it. Be yourselves. Don't be inhibited by like you were on Twitter, where you would be fact checked. Now you can just say whatever crazy things you want, and you won't be challenged. So let's go to this specific issue. So here we are with a post here from Jorge Liborero, whatever, on Bluesky. Enormous news. The Constitutional Court of Romania has unanimously decided to cancel the presidential elections, G4 Media reports. The electoral process for the election of the Romanian president has to be rerun in its entirety, with the government setting a new date. Now, you know that as soon as all these liberals and Bluesky Bolsheviks found out this news, I guarantee you they instantly thought, oh my God, if we could only do this with Trump, we could have annulled the 2016 election. We could have annulled we could have annulled the 2024 election. Hey, we didn't even have to steal the 2020 election. We could just had a do-over on it, whatever. So now let's look at what the other responses are here. So he's just putting more information on it. But what I'm interested in is what the responses are. Here we go. Christina Xenophobia. The will of the Romanian people was not the Russian puppet. I think this is the root of the problem. If you are going to win, you will regardless. Stop messing with the people's mind, calling this illegal. This is the most legal thing that has happened in this effed up election. So they hate the idea that anybody is calling what the court did illegal. In Europe, courts tend not to be beholden to a party. We have an independent judiciary here. It is a requirement. Besides that, there is evidence to back up the verdict is valid. Really? I bet your evidence is as solid as a Steele dossier. I wish the U.S. would redo the presidential election. Of course, That's the main thing. That's the main takeaway. All these blue sky Bolsheviks are taking from this. Oh, if only we could just annul the 2024 election. We need to do the same thing here in America. I don't think that orange thing would win again. Yeah, of course not. You have a Supreme Court all with a majority liberal, and they'll go on a rampage. They will have no constraint whatsoever. Guarantee you, they would annul the last election, saying, "Oh, it was Russian bots. Russian bots won the election for Trump." So guess what? We don't want to, but we got to annul it. Okay, yeah, go Romania. Yeah, go. Well, where's all this lecture about the threat to democracy? Okay, well, whatever. Okay, look at this. You got any of those redos for the U.S.? Yeah, they would love that. Obviously, it would be wise to do the same thing in the U.S., but wisdom there is in short supply, apparently. This is a great way for Romania to do things their way and not through the influence of Vladimir Putin and his regime. He is a malignant ooze that tries to creep into every corner of everyone's freedom, including ours. Trump owes him, and that's not good for America. The world is changing. Resist. Oh, and also Russia, Russia, Russia. We heard this before. We've been down this. Apparently, there was massive Russian interference in the election. Here is my shocked face. Yeah, when's the Mueller report coming out on that? This is how you preserve democracy in these times. Stop letting Russia intervene in your elections. People in the United States and Germany need to wake up. Georgia, Romania, and Ukraine are true beacons of democracy currently. Oh my God! Ukraine? Also, thank you to all the Nordic and Baltic countries plus Poland. Wait a minute. Ukraine is a beacon of democracy? I guess he hasn't heard the part about the elections that were canceled by Zelensky. The beacon, true beacon of democracy. Yeah, right. Romania has a better legal system than the USA. Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why can't we just annul elections from the court? Why? Why? Why can't we do that here? They are real judges, not like the scum of the earth corrupt political robes on the U.S. Supreme Court. Yeah, and once you get majority liberal on the Supreme Court, this is it. You guarantee you we're going to have annulled elections because we have this report, this Steele report or whatever report of that says there was Trump Russia or whatever blank Russia collusion.
And all I have to say to that is, yay, let's do America next.